Hey guys, so everybody has been waiting for the follow-up of El Segundo City Hall, so here it is. Enjoy. This out, man. This is the backup for today. We got Mr. Cy, we got West Coast Digital, we got SGV News, Tulare County Cop Watch, Nate Skates 182, KC Camera Boy. All the backup at El Segundo City Hall. Here's the man of the hour, Mr. Scientifical.
Mr. Scientifico, ¿cómo está?
Bien, bien. Stop watch, Mr. Scientifical. We got West Coast Digital. KC Channel.
This is what I'm calling unity.
Yeah, we got some unity going on right here, man.
Got some unity, man.
Get together, support
Yeah, good to see Mr. Scientific out here too. A lot of us have already met each other. This is actually my first time meeting SGV and West Coast Digital. It's an honor to meet these guys. These guys have been out here putting in work. And everybody getting together.
In Segundo City Hall, we're going to have California. Do a complaint, unaffiliated official. One that'll be funny, but you make her seem funny to the old. Mayors.
Hi. So here you go. Let's see if it's closed again.
Yep.
All right, so go to the city clerk.
It's right there.
Hi. I guess you're familiar with me. I was here last couple days ago.
You're here.
Yeah, so I was supposed to come back talk to David. Every time I'm coming here, they seem to be closed.
Oh,
Can we get somebody from Human Resources to talk to me?
do you know Mona? I mean,
I don't know, let me check.
Oh, hey, Mona. Mona and I had a cordial conversation last time.
We did.
Yep. Sorry about that. It hurt me more than you. And now you're laughing.
I didn't see anybody down there.
I know, I'm just kidding you.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Phil.
Phil. Hi, I have Phil here who was here on Thursday and wanted to see if there's anyone available in the HR department you can speak to.
David Serrano, specifically.
You'll phone me back? Okay, great, bye.
They only have certain hours over there, huh?
Well, you know, they're going through there's a lot of projects they're working on right now.
Gotcha. So I was told that, I don't know if you gals know, Greg was going into retirement. Somebody said he retired on the 1st. Is he still here, or is that not true?
No, Greg has officially retired.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
Sure.
Hey, Lizzie. Okay, great. Thanks, bye. David's gonna come in here in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, and he's
Come
the
in here.
director of Human Resources.
Okay, very good. Well, I think I'm going to meet him out here. We'll wait out here. Too many people in there.
All right, great.
Are you David?
I am.
My name's Phil.
Hi, Phil.
You familiar with me?
I am not.
I came in here about 3 days ago.
Okay.
I was doing a public information story in the mayor's office. The executive assistant secretary had a real issue with me.
Okay.
She elevated it out of control, very unprofessional person. Over 10,000 people have seen the video. I don't know if you're familiar of the calls that have been coming in, but I want to file
a complaint against her.
Okay.
For unprofessional behavior, and I also want to complain that by Joseph, the finance director, and Greg, the city manager, not providing me with her name or a business card,
Okay.
stonewalling me, is a violation of the Public Records
Okay.
Act.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that you had that experience, and I can take the personnel complaint.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is she? People have indicated. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. Then I'll
Sorry,
ask.
go ahead.
Okay. People have indicated that her name is no longer on the city website. Is that correct?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the city's website, so
Okay.
I wouldn't know.
But she still is employed.
I don't know the particular person we're talking about until I...
People have given the name
I'm not going to guess as to what you...
of Amisha Jennings.
Okay.
That is the person that I need to verify.
Person-
If that is the person, so that.
Well, let's go backwards, because I'm trying to respond to you.
Go ahead.
And trying to understand, but I'm not going to guess as to what your personnel complaint is about each of the individuals that you just alluded to.
I just told them.
So.
I just stated what they are.
But I'm happy to take the personnel complaint.
Right.
Right? So would you like to do that?
Yeah,
Okay, great.
I just indicated what the complaints were for.
Okay. Do you mind if we take a seat, or
No, that's
do you mind
fine.
if we go into a conference room, wherever you feel
Let's go
comfortable?
to a conference room. We can all fit in a conference room?
I'm not taking everybody into a conference room.
All right,
That's why I
let's
said
do it
wherever
right
you
here.
feel comfortable.
Let's
Okay,
do it right here.
Please.
Okay,
Go
I'll
ahead.
stand.
Okay. All right. So which day were you here? And I apologize, your name again is?
My name's Phil.
Phil? Okay.
Yeah. I believe it was 3 days ago,
Okay.
or 2 days ago.
Okay. So approximately 3 days ago?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you can walk me through what occurred again?
Well, I was narrating through the exterior, and then I entered the building, and I was indicating what this building provides for the community. And I
Okay.
entered the mayor's and city council manager's office. And as soon as I entered, I went directly to my right side and started narrating about the pictures, the old history pictures of the city of El Segundo. And all of those pictures, I believe there's 5 of those pictures that are all labeled at the bottom in their frames, indicating the year and what the location was, the street locations and so on and so forth. There are 2 pictures in there that weren't labeled. One is of the cars being built, and also the airplanes being built.
Okay.
And I didn't know what those were, so I turned around, and as I turned around, I didn't even know there was an individual there, but I saw an individual, and my camera then is pointing to this wall. This camera never went on that person or in her direction, and I said, "Hi." She didn't respond to me. I said, "Hello." She didn't respond to me, and I said, "Can I ask you a question?" And her demeanor was, her actions were, "No, I can't ask her a question." And then at that point, the camera went on her, and I asked her why she being so unprofessional and rude. And from there, it just went south. She wouldn't answer me any questions. She just walked out of there and closed the door on me. I was still in the lobby. Then I indicated, as I'm narrating, that appears there's no transparency in this city, and I don't know why. And I'm filming the countertop, and she has all of her personal children's pictures on a public lobby countertop facing the lobby. Now, I understand that people that work in jobs have cubicles, and they'll bring pictures in and so forth, and they'll keep them in their cubicle. I understand that. But to post family pictures on a public lobby countertop facing the lobby, it makes no sense. So she didn't like the camera filming those, and she came out very aggressive and started grabbing him, and told me I must come away from her desk. I must come away from her desk. Those were her words. So she left, and then the city manager, I didn't know who came out because I asked them. They told me who they were. It was the city manager, Greg, and the finance manager, Joe. And I asked them if they would please identify her because of what just happened. And they would not give me her name. And they would not provide me with a business card. They claimed they would give me a business card, but if you saw the video, you could see they were stonewalling, and at no time did I get a business card or her name. it was indicated to me that I have to go through you to get a employee's name to file a complaint. And I know that is not true. So I am here now to file a complaint about her unprofessional behavior, being a public official, getting tax dollars by the public. There's no reason for her to act that way to a person just coming in and asking a question.
So if you don't mind, let me go back because I want to check my notes to
Go ahead.
make sure I understood and got what you were talking about.
Sure.
So you were in the city manager's office and you
The
wanted...
lobby.
I'm sorry, the city manager's office lobby, and you wanted to ask questions about 2 of the pictures that were not labeled.
Correct.
Okay. And when you asked if you could ask a question, you said the employee replied no, and then asked, and then I think if I got the notes right, you indicated she acted in an unprofessional manner at that point.
Right. She asked me, I don't know what your intent is here. And I said, my intent is to ask you a question about the 2 pictures. And that didn't help. Even when I explained it again, she could care less.
Okay. And then you indicated she had some photos on the countertop.
Personal photos of children
And,
facing the lobby on the public counter.
and then you indicated the employee didn't like the photos being filmed. She came out, grabbed the photos, and made comments to you about come away from my desk.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Twice.
Okay. Okay. And then you said Greg and Joe came out, and you indicated they refused to give you the employee's name and or her business card.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Are there any other details that you would like to share, or?
I think that's pretty much it. It's just that there's no reason for them to not give me that. That's a violation of the California Public Records Act, that if something is readily available and accessible, it must be given immediately. Now I understand that if somebody comes in to make a public records request, you guys have up to 10 days to respond, and then you can take another 14 days to do the research and so on, but those are for things that aren't readily accessible.
Well, I'm here to take the personnel complaint,
Right.
and if there's any other details that you'd like to add to the personnel complaint, I'm happy to take those details.
I think that's pretty much it. Just a couple things I want to bring out. When I talked to Joe, we tried to get back into the office, and she locked the door. She wouldn't allow him back in, nor myself, and it was still during business hours. So Joe, I said, you've got to get me in there. I want to see if she's got a business card. And he says, well, I don't know what you want me to do, break the door down? I mean, that kind of statement is ridiculous. So I said, well, there's got to be another way to get into this room. And he says, well, I don't know. And as I'm saying that, you can see employees are coming out a side door. I said, Joe, just go out the side door here. I knocked, and sure enough, we saw her go to open the door. She opened the door, and Joe went in, and then he let me in. And then I left. One other thing I want to mention that I didn't bring up is that in the initial encounter where Joe and Greg met me, I was filming in the lobby, and I went down by the public, I was in the hallway, and Joe told me that I'm not allowed to go film in that room. There's a room right off of the hallway there, and I said, well, I'm not going in the room. He says, that's a secure area, and I said, but I'm in a lobby. I can film anything I want from a public lobby. And so he tried to tell me something that was not true. And then by the time, I must have been here, I don't know, 40 minutes. By the time it was all over, he did admit that I can film in a public lobby, and I can film through a door from a public lobby. So, you know, at least he got educated on that. But, you know, the thing is, I didn't come in here to create drama, to impede business. And the way I was treated as a person is really incredible when you've got a public official here making over 100 grand a year and acting the way she did to me. You know, those jobs are probably, you know, if I could get 100 grand a year for insulting people, sign me up.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about Joe as well, or is there any other details you want to share with regard to your experience here?
Well, Greg mentioned to me also, he says, you know, when she was slamming the doors, I said to Greg, I don't know what her problem is. He says, well, you know, some people are uncomfortable being in front of a camera. But the issue is, yeah, people can be uncomfortable, but I wasn't even filming her when I was talking to her. So she's not uncomfortable in front of a camera, she's just uncomfortable being around a camera and probably never should go to a photo store. But, you know, to act that way is just highly unprofessional. It makes the city look bad. It makes the city look bad, and that's not what I'm trying to do, but unfortunately, this is where we're at now. So, tell me what happens now.
Well, what happens now is I will take this personnel complaint.
Right.
Personnel items are private and confidential. We'll review that information.
Right.
And I apologize, you mentioned, actually I apologize, and I didn't write a note down. So this was filmed. Did it get posted to a website?
Yeah,
Okay. Is there a place where I could see what was posted?
sure, it's on there. It's on YouTube.
Where on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. If you just type in El Segundo City Hall,
Okay,
it should, First Amendment audit. It might come up there.
okay. First Amendment?
Yeah, I don't know if
Audit?
it says First Amendment, but if it just says El Segundo City Hall, rude public employee,
Okay, okay.
something of that
Okay.
nature.
Okay.
Or if you just typed in First Amendment audit, El Segundo City Hall, it'll come in.
Okay, so as part of this personnel complaint, we'll take a look at that YouTube posting as
Yeah,
well.
that's
right?
fine.
As you indicate, some of that was filmed, and
The entire episode was filmed.
and we'll take a look at that.
Appreciate it.
And but as I mentioned, personnel complaints are private and confidential.
Right, you're not going to disclose
We
what...
will not disclose any disposition of that in any manner, but I will call you and contact you back regarding the closeout of the investigation.
Okay.
So is there a place where I can get a hold of you?
Sure, you can reach me at News Now,
Give me some. News Now,
Callie,
Callie,
at gmail.com.
okay. And I'm going to repeat that. News Now, Callie, C-A-L-I, all one word.
newsnowcali at gmail.com.
Okay.
If you want to see the intensity of 2 minutes of what transpired, we can show it to you right now.
That's okay, I'll watch it as part-
This is the title of the video, so you can find it.
Yeah, no, I thank you for that, but I'll look at the whole video.
Okay.
But
Here's
let me
the
get that title. El Segundo City Hall needs to follow California Public Record. Is there anything after the R? Is it DS or Records?
Records Act.
Public Records Act. Okay, give me 1 second. El Segundo City Hall needs to follow California Public Records Act. Okay.
Generally, it takes, what, 2 weeks?
And I'm sorry, that was the YouTube title?
Yes.
Thank you.
Just go to YouTube, hit the search, type in the title.
Thank you, thank you.
You'll see the video pop up.
Daniel, time frame 2 weeks?
My name's David, not Daniel.
Daniel, 2 weeks? No, I'm sorry, man.
Sorry, it's all right, it's still David.
You can call me Shirley. It
That's
doesn't
okay,
matter.
I'm still gonna call you Phil. I'm not gonna put a time frame on it. I've
Okay.
gotta see what
That's
all
fine.
the details are, and
That's fine.
I mean, I'm taking the personnel complaint.
That's fine. I was
we'll-
just curious.
Yeah, but we'll deal with this as quickly as we can, and as I
Appreciate it.
mentioned, the YouTube video exists, the information is there, right? And then once we close that out, I will go
Good
ahead
deal.
and send
Good
you
deal.
send you that notice.
Good deal. Okay, appreciate it. You're a hard guy to get a hold of, man. Thanks,
Thank
thanks,
you.
David. Look forward to hearing from you. All right, guys.
Bullshit out there, gonna have their finance confidential.
Yeah, well, that's what they do.
Yeah,
That's what they do.
That's how they get away with it.
That's how they get away with it. It's all their findings are confidential. But did what I had to do.
Yeah, that's true, brother.
Did what I had to do.
All you guys, all you viewers.
I forgot a few things, so I had to backtrack on it, but I think it came out all right.
What the hell? What the heck?
Let's see how the city hall water tastes. Should we challenge it? Does it taste like crap?
So that's how they do it, man. They won't disclose the findings, you know, so they can get away with it.
Exactly. Yep, see?
Yeah, they all make discipline within, you know.
All right, let's hit the mayor's office now.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go back and hit the mayor's office.
Tonight at the mayor's office.
Yeah,
Good job, Phil.
thank you. Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, that's a good follow-up.
Thank you.
Many people don't follow up on their stuff.
No, you got to, Casey.
I
Man.
just met someone that actually follows up on stuff. That's how it is.
Here we go.
Is it here?
Oh, look what they put here. This just went up.
Casey, camera boy.
And they taped it all up, huh? Did that lock just go in too?
No, that lock was there.
Don't forget to subscribe
But the
to
sign
all these
wasn't there?
channels that bring you
What's up, man?
the contents, the real.
I don't remember that sign.
It's only here.
How'd you get in there?
I just walked right in, dude.
It was open or it's open?
Yeah, it was just open when I walked in. No, I just pulled down and it was open. So they put this sign in after now. I would have seen that sign.
Well, I'm sure you got the window on picture in your video, right?
Yeah, we could look at it now, man. So, employees only beyond this point. So, you cannot walk in as a public person into the mayor's office.
You used to be able to?
When I came here, I did. But doesn't it seem odd that you can't go into the lobby of a mayor's office?
In Bakersfield, that's the way it is too. They have like a slot at the door where you can talk to the receptionist, but they don't let you just walk in. They're not supposed to. I don't know if they're supposed to, but I don't know.
Okay. Let me see.
Yo, you done here?
Yeah.
We got a couple things in here.
There you go.
Good to see you, man.
Okay, we support each other, you know that? Everybody.
There's a kid in the courthouse in the county.
They hit somebody,
At the airport.
they hit us all, and we come back.
I think anybody said
With that big solid
You
punch.
see it there?
Uh-huh.
Where's West Coast?
I think he's walking the perimeter. I saw him.